Ooh. Booyah. Hey there,
Hello.
everyone out there in the world. It's the Three Wise Pet Pros coming at you once again, as we do every Wednesday night.
Woo!
Woo! Yes. So, for those of you who've been with us before, you already know. We are the Three Wise Pet Pros, and our whole goal, our whole point being here is, I won't say to have fun is the first one, but I'd like to, because we all love what we do. But our main goal is to educate pet parents out there, be educated by our brainiac followers, and also to have a lot of fun while we discuss some of the serious and lighthearted aspects of pet ownership. So it's the Three Wise Pet Pros. I am Dr. Ternera, and I am a holistic veterinarian. We've also got Ms. Nicole, who is our resident teacher, breeder, and in-home dog boarder. And then last but certainly not least, we've got Vet Tech Tony.
Right.
Yes, we've got Vet Tech Tony, who is, as the word said, Vet Tech and an entrepreneur extraordinaire. Mwah! Involving.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you.
That's right. So, oops. So, I am trying to keep track of these different places that we're going to be tonight because I'm bad at that and I need to get better. So, I've got one device over here, one device over there, and we're going to go ahead and do this. So, how you doing today, ladies?
Doing great.
Great.
That's what I'm talking about. I love
it. But moving around, hustling around. Today has been a very good day. I want to say the best part of my day was I got one-on-one time with my business partner, Dr. Tanera Kroom. Thank you. Yeah. And so I'm like, so I was talking, and then my 15-year-old is on the other side of the camera, like, so they like to ask, you know how kids like to ask you stuff when you're doing stuff or when you sleeping? They be like, you said, I'd be like, was my eyes open? Was I laying down? I didn't hear what you said. Uh-oh, we lost T.
Yeah. If I could go, I may try to pull this up on.
I'm gonna need you home, and like, I'll touch base with you in an hour.
Okay. And you better answer the phone.
Exactly. All right. So we see that Doc probably has some like Wi-Fi signal thing going on, but that's okay. We got somebody in the chat. Oh, that's
okay. And now it's just me, so I guess I'll take over from here. Well, if you are in the chat, put your name there. I'm pulling it up on Facebook so I can see who we have. That's Cora barking. So tonight we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of owning pet monkeys. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And I guess Cora has some input she'd like to add, but we'll let her speak at the end.
Yeah. Can you see me now, Nicole?
I cannot see you, but I can hear you.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So now you're back. Yeah. So I just informed everyone that we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of having pet monkeys.
Woo!
So, here I am.
Let's get some banners going. Let's get some banners. That's right. We're back. I don't know what in the world, but it's a digital world. So what are you going to do? That's why when any of us or all of us are here, we fill in the cracks, we fill in the gaps when needed. So thank you, ladies.
And thank y'all for swinging back into the show like some monkeys.
I don't know where I went. I was like,
say, swinging back into the show.
Yes. I'm gonna pull us up on Facebook.
Yes. So great to be here. As we said, sorry about the technical difficulties, but like I said, we have fun with everything we do. So today we wanted to talk about another type of animal that we don't see as often as pets, and that is the monkey or non-human primate. So that includes so many different types of species. We got the capuchins, we got the chimpanzees. People have some big old monkeys. You wouldn't think, but they do. And it's kind of crazy and interesting to see. They probably need to have a whole show about that if they don't already. This monkey and me or something like that, I would tune in.
I'm not going to be on that one because I think that is probably one pet. I would feel like I have too many things going on already.
Oh, yeah.
I know there is one young lady, I don't remember her name, but she has a monkey. Doc, you shared some information about her, and I've been watching her and following her and liking her pictures because she don't have no kids. She don't have no other animals in her house. But that monkey keeps her busy. I can tell, like, between her being an entrepreneur and doing her business, that little monkey be like all in her business. She be opening fruit and he be like, I was like, that's like worse than I think a 15-year-old child. Like, as soon as you open something, they come into the room. Like, I just want to eat this by myself.
Right. I haven't seen you all day. And then
right. But yes.
I hear that. Well, some of the things that we've been researching now, if you have information or if you've had a primate before, non-human primate, any type of monkey before, definitely put some information in the chat. Let's see. Robert Crazy Air Holmes, welcome.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Crazy Air Holmes.
Like he's a boxer. Bring him on down to the stage. Robert Crazy Air Holmes, great to see you as always. He said because he does do the reptiles, but he also has not primates. Furry animals.
Like you do?
I meant to say, furry animals as well.
Right.
And so he's just, very knowledgeable. And so people come to him with a variety of things. And he said, when people ask me about monkeys, I tell them if they can't handle 3 babies destroying the house at once, then don't do it. Not only do they have a lot of energy, they can be violent when they don't get their needs met. And he did foster a monkey once before.
Oh, wow. Okay.
When they were in the hospital. So we're going to have to find out more about that. As we go through some of the pros and cons of pet monkeys, definitely feel free to chime back in if you have any knowledge or any questions about this. Okay. So thank you, Robert. So some of the things with the pros and cons of pet monkeys, let's talk about the good things first, because we like to start off on a high note. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want a monkey. I want a monkey. Somebody wants a monkey. So one of the main things, why don't you talk about this, Nicole?
Well, one of the main things, the pros of owning a monkey is that you are sure to get lots of attention. If you're going to Home Depot and you're just looking for nails, everybody's going to be looking at you, looking at nails. So you can basically, become famous almost if you own a monkey.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
lots of attention.
People like attention these days. I mean, that's one of the big aspects of social media. People want to be seen. They want to show everyone their lifestyle. I've definitely seen some exotic animals at these various dog shows. People have parrots and monkeys and all kinds of little things, little pocket pets on their neck. So it's very, very popular. You can get a lot of attention walking around with those monkeys, but having that attention can be a double-edged sword. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Let's see another one. How about Tony? Why don't you take this one? Here's another pro.
I thought you were like giving me another pro. Another pro is that as a single person in a household, or maybe just a couple, was that they are very loving and caring and very attentive. Yes, a lot of other pets are too, but that is definitely a pro from having, a little spider monkey, a little squirrel monkey. I think they're adorable. I mean, there's even like this little monkey that's like the size of a finger. And I'm just like, oh, he's so cute. I haven't seen one, and I haven't seen a finger monkey in real life. But if you go to anywhere that's popular, like on beaches or circuses, you might see like the spider or the squirrel monkey, where they'll like pickpocket, somebody. So they're very entertaining as well, for someone who, as like Nicole said, or not Nicole, when you were saying like if you can't take care of 3 kids because they're needy. I think that's a negative, but I also think of it as a pro because I myself am very needy, and I think that is an excellent quality.
Okay.
I was like, where is she gonna go with this? I was like, where is she about to go?
I had to make it about me.
Hey, so we got a couple people on the other line. How you doing, Mr. Teto? And also Mike Diego. How you doing there, sir?
Hello.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We're talking about primates, non-human primates, monkeys, pros and cons. And we've just talked about 2 of the positive aspects of having a monkey. They're super cute when they're little, as Vet Tech Tony was just talking about. And you're going to get a lot of attention. And, with people like Mike Dagiel on the line, used to doing MC in these dog shows and everything. He knows what I'm talking about when I say outside of the dogs, people are going to be having these other little pocket pets. And what is that for? Attention. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Hello, Brandy. Good to see you.
Brandy.
Hey, Brandy. Hello. So I was hard pressed to find any more pros. I'm sorry.
No, there's not many. There's
really not. Sorry. But if you were thinking about it or know someone, then it's good to know these cons, because even if you're just visiting them, you want to be really, really aware of these things. Now, we have these little silly topics where it's like we get to have a lot of fun, but there's always a serious aspect to it. So I'm going to throw my little veterinary hat for a quick second and talk about one of the negatives of having a non-human primate would be the zoonotic diseases. Whoa. Ooh. Yeah. And so, in going back to my information, I've actually worked with non-human primates in the veterinary world before, and you have to be so careful in there. It's like biosecurity levels 3, 4, because of these zoonotic diseases. One of the main ones is herpes B. That one right there. Oh, and you can just imagine, again, talking about how cute monkeys are, right? Oh, come here, give me a little kiss. I don't think so. No. So zoonotic diseases is hugely important. That means diseases that can be transmitted from animal to human. And so if you've got a monkey and they're running around in your house and they kissing you on the face and doing all that stuff, you could spread herpes virus. You could also spread, all the other things that we humans can get, salmonella, bacteriosis, just staphylococcus, right? Like flesh-eating bacteria, like all those things. And then with some of the other cons, I'm going to let the other ladies talk about. They all kind of flow into each other, because we're talking about, well, how are they going to get these diseases? Well, one of the other cons is that, let me get my little banner here.
I was in learning mode.
There you go. Nicole, you want to talk about this?
They are messy and aggressive. So going back to what Robert Crazy Air Holmes said, if you can't deal with 3 kids, if you can't deal with 3 toddlers, like in a daycare setting by yourself, you probably don't want to get a monkey. They can be like spoiled kids, and if they don't get their way, they can lash out, biting. But I'm sure their bites are stronger than a 2-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they can be undisciplined. They can be loud. So I'm sure your neighbors would be confused if they heard. Like, woo,
Oh, okay, I'm
woo.
just
Yeah,
saying.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. And then like adding on from one of the pros, which was, oh, they're just so cute, and then they get older. So one of the things is people think that, okay, if I have this cute little baby, right, and I do all the things, like if I had a dog or a cat and I do all the things, and just I'm always there, and I'm always, so they're gonna be gentle and docile. They could turn on a dime, you guys. From, I don't care how they were raised, they can turn on a dime. There's a lady I read about who lost her,
Face.
I think it was like hands, because it was like an orangutan.
Oh,
Hands and like something on her face, like
ooh.
totally out of the blue. When I read that, I was like, okay, I already wasn't going to get one, but I'm definitely
Check.
not going to check mark right there. Yes. So messy, too. They like to throw poo.
Yes.
Like, itch.
Oh my goodness. How you doing, Rashid Williams? Welcome, welcome. Great to see you tonight. We're talking about the pros and cons of monkey ownership. They can definitely be messy, and that aggressiveness you really can't predict. It's very unpredictable. Like that's scary. Like, did you guys ever see was it Monkey's Paw, or it was like I think it was Monkey's Paw or something. The one where the guy was in the wheelchair?
No.
Was a movie?
Yes. Like from maybe the 80s or something. And the guy was in the wheelchair, and they introduced him to the monkey because he could help him. And so he moved his wheelchair with the little mouse stick. What?
No.
Oh, if you ever thought about getting a monkey and then you was like, watch that movie. Is it Monkey's Paw? Somebody put it in the chat. What is it? Robert Crazy Air Holmes? I know you know.
Between Crazy Air Holmes and Katie.
I know. Katie, where are you? Anybody, put it in the chat. What is that movie? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe it is called Monkey's Paw, but anyway, that movie, oh my goodness, had me flipping. Another con of monkey ownership is this one right here. They are very, very expensive. And I mean, more so than, because we got a lot of dog owners here. We know that can be pricey as well to care for, veterinary care, food, just the general upkeep, kennels, all of that stuff. You know what I'm talking about, Nicole. Very expensive. But these, you got to have specialized, they need a lot of space. Like they need a lot of
They need the whole house.
They need a whole house worth. Absolutely.
You cannot restrict them to a space like how, well, how do I want to say that without sounding like I'm trying to downgrade people for keeping their dogs in a certain space. But okay, I'm just gonna say it. How sometimes people restrain a dog from going all over. They have the attitude of a cat. Be like, what you mean you're not going? What, I can go and I can jump up. I can do.
Yeah.
But yet they still have those characteristics of human-like, toddler-like, as we mentioned, through this, since we've been on, is that they're like a toddler, with a toddler with an attitude. They're unpredictable. I would say that probably some monkey pet primate owners, they probably have learned different things. Like they know if they haven't been home for 3 hours, that they know that they primate is gonna have an attitude, and I didn't get my treat at 1 o'clock. But throwing poo, but they can be aggressive. I can't imagine having a larger, when even if I was thinking about getting a pet monkey, it would be a squirrel monkey or the spider monkey, like, you know, a small monkey.
Mhm.
But even then,
They
like,
can be like,
yeah, like they have this whole persona about themselves. As cute as they are, you bringing that in, first of all, they are definitely a wild animal.
Yeah.
In a lot of areas, I know I just kind of bounced off from where you were going from, but I think this is like a con as well, because in a lot of areas, they are prohibited, illegal to have as a
Mhm.
pet. And a lot of veterinarians wouldn't service them. So, like, what vaccine would they need to have in order? So, like Tanera was saying earlier, like all the different diseases that they carry. So, like a broad spectrum of cons over the positives. It's like
It is.
you got like 2 pros. You'd be like, oh my God, they're cute and they love me. And then you have like, they will throw poo at me, they will bite me, they will, you know, you come home and they have an attitude. Now, if you got the dollars and you can all make it make sense, and you can make them a room and they have a window and they have games and things, you know, you can weigh it out and they can all make sense. But for me to have a pet that is that interactive, I would want to be that interactive with them.
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
would take a lot, like more time that I even if I if I could think about like the positives of how much time, if I was making all the dollars that I want, I still don't think that as a pet parent, you know, of a German Shepherd, of a pit bull, as a gecko, a cat, that I have the attentiveness that a primate, a monkey, would need
Yeah.
in order for it to live a happy life. Because you don't just want to have a monkey because it's cute. You want to give it everything that you can have, you know, any pet that you have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey Jane, how you doing? So pros and cons, like Tony said, there's tons more cons than pros. As a matter of fact, there may even be one more. Oh
What is
yeah.
that?
Now this one here, this one ties into all the others, because when it's over, you like, let's rehome, that are extremely hard to rehome. Because think about it, like, who, why are you giving your monkey away? Oh, because he just throws poo and he bit me. Like, how are you going to rehome them?
You might want to check with Sarah. She might be interested, because I'm not.
I know, man, that would be more difficult. I don't know. That's more difficult than a lot of things. You know, you have to be responsible as a pet owner of any species, but definitely of the primate. What do you think, Nicole? If someone offers you a monkey to rehome, would you take him in? I don't know if she's frozen. So, can you hear me, Nicole?
So I will add in until Nicole jumps back in, is that, you know, we talked about how, you know, a monkey is like a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is still a negative of her kind, is that they don't grow up like a toddler does. You know, a toddler, you know, I think 2 and 3 years old, they throw a tantrum. But when they get 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, they'll still be like, and you know, a monkey can live a long time.
Yeah, 20 to 40 years. That's right.
Yeah. So, like, thinking about like, oh, it's just a stage that they're going through. This is like consistent. So, Nick is back.
Nick is back on the block. Okay, let's see.
FYI, my shirt is green. I just wanted the members to know that. Never mind anything else. All right, thanks.
One thing that we have in the chat is from Robert Holmes, is that they are also deceptively strong.
And
like you said,
deceptively. Wow.
Yeah, even the little spider monkeys you were talking about earlier, they could, you know, you might get in a little fist fight with, not a fist fight, but What is it when you try to
Like a arm
no.
wrestle.
Yeah, arm wrestle. Arm wrestle. You might lose because they are deceptively strong. And when I worked with them back, I did work in lab animal medicine for several years, and there were primates, non-human primates that were utilized in there. And like I said, it was super high biohazard level security, but it was also just lots of SOPs and rules in place, and only certain people could scan into that area. Like very, very serious about the primates. So let me go back over here.
And I'm just thinking about like the small monkeys, like the spider and the squirrel monkey. But when you start thinking about like your chimpanzees, that like a bigger monkey, like more muscle, like more strength, more just bigger, like
Mhm.
whew.
Yeah, it's definitely something special. Can you see, Nicole? Can you hear? Ca- Oh, should you? Can you? What?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So something happened to my phone. I don't know. Anyway, I had a lot to say.
Say
My
it.
phone was just acting like a monkey. Um, so, am I in this show on the? Okay.
Yes.
So monkeys, as cute as they are, the cuter, the smaller, the more they cost. They can cost anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000, and that's just on the purchase of them. And also, I don't know if y'all said that it is illegal in some states to own a monkey. In
Okay. Yeah.
Tennessee, it's legal.
What
You just can't own a baboon or an ape.
is that all?
That's
Who
all.
would want to own an ape? First of all, a baboon has like I've never seen one as a pet, but just in the wild itself, unless it was born into captivity and it was like, oh, I like having tea in the afternoon. I don't see a baboon or an ape being something that I would want as a pet.
No.
Period.
Who wants to wake up to, you know?
No.
No.
Tarzan and
Yeah.
Jane.
And then also too, like, can you have other pets? Because
Oh,
is your monkey gonna bite the cat?
yeah.
Is the monkey gonna bite your dog? I mean, just really, really could be a scary situation or a very problematic one trying to bring a monkey into a household where you already have pets. So, I
That's a
mean,
big.
overall, yeah. I mean, and overall, with Three Wise Pet Pros, we don't typically like say, okay, go do this or don't do this. And we don't say, yeah, you should do this or no, you shouldn't, because we're here just exchanging information. But I think we can say on this one that we're gonna give a big fat no to
Yeah.
whether or not
Right.
we recommend that you should have a pet monkey. Now, like Vet Tech Tony said, if you have all the, like, you just got it like that, you're like Michael Jackson in Neverland, you got all the space, you got, Ferris wheel, go ahead and do it. Let's see, Facebook user, who is that? Who said, interesting topic. I never even considered a monkey as a pet. Who is that? Put your name in there. And then Robert Holmes said, any monkey that swings and catches itself from branches has to be strong. They have very developed muscles from birth. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
And so you know how you put up a baby gate or a puppy gate to keep your puppy from going to the other room. That monkey is like jumping over. It's like going over hurdles. Like whoop, here we go.
Wonder what they put that up here for.
Right.
Okay, I guess I'll just jump over it.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Like
they are my favorite animals to go watch at the zoo. Just because just seeing them interact with each other, I could sit there and watch them for hours. So maybe I will go to the zoo one day by myself.
Oh, hi, Deborah. It's Deborah who said you'd never considered a monkey as a pet. Now, you have a German Shepherd as well, Deborah, and she's an ambassador as well. And you also have horses. So those are, you don't need a monkey riding that horse's back, right?
Right.
We don't need any of that. So great to see you, Deborah. So I think we're at a good point. We've given some pros, well, two, and and we've given a whole cavalcade of cons. So you choose for yourself. You still got to be the one to decide. And your monkey will try to ride your dog. Oh wow! Okay,
Yeah. That's some monkey business.
I can think of them all day.
You're full of all the monkey jokes, Nick.
I know she's really good at that. So again, for those of you who are tuning in, make sure that let me get the right banner over here. Let me get it popping over here. Make sure that you remember that we are live every single Wednesday. Okay, so you don't want to just be here this Wednesday. You want to be here next Wednesday too.
1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, and 3.
That's right. The 3 Wise Pet Pros. Okay, so what you can do, we have a page. I don't know if you're on our page right now. You could potentially be in the group right now, or you could even be on our YouTube page. 3 Wise Pet Pros. There's nobody out here like us. So thank you so much for joining us. Ladies, if one of you want to close us out for tonight?
Well, I guess we'll stop monkeying around and go ahead and take us out of here. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It has been great. We've learned a lot, and I hope you guys have learned a lot as well. And I hope you enjoyed us. That's it. We're signing off. I can't think of anything else.
One more thing that I want to say.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I hope you're able, like an 8, to be with us next Wednesday.
You better make it apeable.
Go ahead, Tony. What did you have to say?
I just want to add into the fact that we do have a contest going on. If you don't know about it, that means you are not part of our group. So we are 3 Wise Pet Pros TNT, which is the page, but we also have a 3 Wise Pet Pros group. So there are a few questions that you have to answer to join that group. But in that group, right now, we don't have a fee on that, so you can join. But there is a contest that's going on in there. You may just want to tap in and join that group. Other than that, I can't tell you anymore because then it wouldn't be any special information.
Yeah.
That's right. Join that group. Really important information, Tony. Thanks for remembering that.
Yes, ma'am.
Join that group.
Yes.
Win the prize.
Yes, I'm excited about it.
I am too.
So there will be some added information that we'll be adding to the group because now that I think about it, even as someone who knows what's going on in that group, I'll be like, but what about, what if, and yeah. So we're going to add that information. So 3 Wise Pet Pros, there is a group. We have our page, which is 3 Wise Pet Pros TNT, because we are the bomb. And then we also are live on YouTube. And depending on which one of us is coming on, you can see us on LinkedIn. We are also on Twitch now.
Woo,
3 Wise Pet
yeah.
Pros are on Twitch. If y'all don't know about Twitch, we about ready to make Twitch light up. So
That's
be part
right.
of that.
That's right.
Add in. So with that being said, again, that's Tony, one of the 3 Wise. And we are signing out. Dr. Chanera and Miss Nicole. Check y'all later.
All right.